Only 8 teams remain in the mix for the Division III Girls Soccer State Championship. 2 of the best and most successful programs about to meet here tonight in Marion for the right to call themselves regional champs and members of the 2025 State Final Four. As the Granville Blue Aces are about to go head-to-head with that squad right there, the Ontario Lady Warriors, here on Championship Saturday. We've got your live and free coverage to kick off your November coming up here on a beautiful early fall night in Marion next.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
We are a compounding pharmacy, so we compound medication that people are not able to find other places. We can make oral liquids, so like liquids you take by mouth. We make creams and ointments, so if you need a medication delivered topically or through the skin, we can get medication into creams that way. We can also make medications into capsules, as well as suppositories, nasal sprays if you need it, things like that.
I think one of the things that makes Wellspring so unique is to give the patient that ability to choose between traditional and or complementary.
If you're needing medication and you're not able to find what you need, or you need it to go into your body in a different way, that's what we help with.
It's the Courtney Bradley Sluss Real Estate Agent pregame show as we welcome you here to Marion, where two of the top girls soccer programs over the last couple of decades are about to meet for a regional title, each enjoying 16-win seasons with dreams of earning another tonight, along with tickets to the Division III State Final Four. Welcome to Ohio Health Stadium, everybody. I am Brian Skowornski here on the call with you lovely people tonight. Very much looking forward to this showcase between two fantastic teams, Ontario and Granville, just about set to meet here in Elite 8 action. Let's tell you about the journey so far for the Blue Aces, making their regular regional appearance again this season, seeking their first trip to state since 2020 when they finished as D2 runners-up to the Madison Lady Rams, Taylor Huff and that group. They've had kind of some interesting results so far this year, absolutely crushed early on in the season by Orange, lopsided losses as well to Liberty and Clear Fork, who is a conference rival of Ontario. However, they've had plenty of other quality wins down there in the Columbus area. It's a fantastic program. They've got championship DNA, and even with a first-year head coach in Ty Trin, this team thriving and playing some of their best soccer, I think you could argue, at the right time when it matters most right now in tournament play. We are going to spotlight their senior keeper, Sydney Lauffer, given a lot of credit by the coaching staff just for the leadership and those qualities that she's able to kind of embellish and bring out of the back line. She was a first-team all-league selection who has been tested often. Tough schedule down there, and the Licking County League wasn't quite a deep league this year. The top four teams really good, but she was fantastic in each of their league games, and they are going to need her to communicate very well tonight on the back line. The young lady wearing number 26 right there, and you can just tell she's got one of those gamer type of faces where she's locked in. I was watching her during the warm-ups. It looks like she's got big hands, and a girl certainly that has the capability of keeping you in a game, even against an offense like that Ontario possesses. Ontario ranked 12th right now in the state. Their first regional finals appearance in about a decade, 2016, the last time we saw them on this stage, and they're an absolute offensive juggernaut led by three first-team All-MOAC senior selections, and this is a team that really, they just trust their midfielders. They have two of the very best in the state of Ohio, and they expect Addi Pittman and Hattie Yugovich to cover the full 120 yards on the playing surface, and they leave a lot on their back line, and they've kind of put that on their shoulders to allow more offensive weaponry to get up into the attacking third. And that's why I am spotlighting tonight the young lady who is about to have her name called, so we're going to wait for it after the freshman Mia Moten is called. Here it is, Miss Jilly Grayson, the stud sophomore, and kind of the centerpiece of the back line. She has a lot of responsibility, even though she's just a 10th grader. Great closing speed, too. You'll watch. She has tip-top acceleration, a really powerful right foot, and she's just really sturdy with her center of gravity. So look for that young lady to have a lot asked of her here tonight against a team that's got three really powerful weapons over on the other side. When you look at their top three scorers, and Davin Miller, Ayla Cook, and then the LCL Player of the Year, that, of course, is Miss Ivy Miller, and she is my key to victory, one of them tonight here for the Granville Blue Aces. Let's check those out. I do feel like Miller time has to be a good time for them. You need a special night from Ivy, and then get physical in the midfield. As I talked about, this team right here, they've got two of the best. I would argue the best tandem that I have seen in high school soccer for the ladies so far this season. So you have to try to be aggressive with both Pittman and Yugovich. Don't allow them free reign in the middle. If that's the case, it's going to be a long night to try to have to battle against those two superstars. And for this team, the home team tonight, they've got so much speed on the wing. Bulakowski just really jumps out, and you'll find out early in this match when number 19 has the ball out on the wing. And Jazzy and Chili, they just got to be fantastic on the back line. There's plenty of great finishers in this lineup up top for Granville. They've scored a ton of goals this season. They've also allowed quite a few this year despite the 16 victories. So I do think that there's going to be plenty of opportunities for each side to go out and get some goals here in this contest tonight. Very much looking forward to seeing which of these two top-notch elite programs has what it takes to get by the other, get to a state Final Four where they will meet the winner of Bay and Rocky River, who are about to kick things off in about 1 minute in their regional championship showdown. And with that, we will put a bow on our Courtney Bradley Sluss Realty agent pre-game show. And if you are buying or selling, if you're looking to list in the Mansfield area, multi-million-dollar producer for Mansfield's #1 brokerage, Courtney, she's got your back. Give her a call. It is listed in the description down below. First touch tonight is going to belong to Ontario, and there it is. Lady Warriors in their all-black uniforms. They've got the gray trim, Blue Aces in their all-white away uniforms, and they've got the blue numbers tonight. Here's Pittman. On the left side, she's a left-footed player, and she has just got absolute rockets in each foot, but particularly on the left side, she can do a lot of damage. An interesting call here. It's going to set up. We'll get a corner kick situation here for the Lady Warriors. And an opportunity for a set piece only 40 seconds into the game. And we saw Pittman drain one. She had a goal off of a corner kick situation against Lexington in the regional semifinal the other night at Clear Fork. And wow, a dangerous play set in. But there is our player spotlight coming through. Excellent save there by Sydney Lauffer to keep the clean bill going, at least for now. Warriors trying to keep the heat on. Another shot. This one flares wide of net to the left side. Take another look on our Eatmor Bundt replay. They're going to be your instant replay sponsors all night. Left foot here for Yugovich. 2 shots so far here for Ontario. Off the restart, it's Lauffer. Out to midfield. This one collected by Granville. Little undercooked with that touch. See Hattie, she's so aggressive out there, and talked about it throughout the duration of this season, just how much she's really built up her lower body this season. Gives her that nice center of gravity and allows her to just be a bit more of a dictator within the midfield. Much more physical player. It's going to leak out near midfield. Drop back here by Jazzy Johnson. Now to our player spotlight tonight. Jilly booms this one near side. Couple of hops and over the boundary, out of bounds. Throw in on the way. Yugovich gets to it first. Off the side of her noggin. Out of bounds. Granville advances about 15 yards for another throw. Trying to target Ivy Miller. And this young lady, she's going to have to be the focal point for the back line, and I think truly the midfield as well here for Ontario defensively. They've got some other girls that can finish. Nobody quite like Ivy. She stood out in the pregame warm-ups. You can tell that this young lady, she's just had one of those type of junior campaigns that a lot of girls dream about. 30 goals and counting. And they're going to need her probably to find the back at least once here tonight to have a chance. Braylon Llewellyn gets the start here tonight. She's been trying to get back from injury. Hasn't looked like herself the last 3 matches in limited capability, but I told you, the speedster, Bolakowski, she's able to get by just about anybody in the open field. Night in, night out, she's the fastest player on the pitch. State championship sprinter in multiple events, and back for her senior campaign, where I think Sasha's going to be a big favorite along with that relay team the Lady Warriors have, with everybody back but one in the 4x2. Looks like we've got an injury for Ontario. It's back at their 40-yard line. So we're not even 4 minutes in an unfortunate circumstance right now here for the Lady Warriors. Looks like it's Mia Moten who's down. Freshman forward, having a great season for them. Nearly double-digit goal scorer, and just provides a lot of speed, plenty of spunk as well. And that's a value that you really can't overlook, I think, in the girls' game. Just someone who's fun to be around, keeps things lighthearted. See the training staff out, tending right now to Mia. So both teams are going to head over to their respective sidelines. It'll be like a mini timeout here. Not that either really needs to catch their breath. Just a couple of minutes here into the action. Ontario, I mentioned it's been 9 years since they've been here to the regional championship rounds. But this gentleman who has been at the helm for 20, he's been to a lot of them. When you see the 9 district championships that Larry Atkinson has been able to produce so far, 14 conference titles as well. Larry closing in on 300 career victories. I mean, just absolutely staggering numbers for the Lady Warriors. And he's been a guy that has just been a perfect fit for this program. He works so well with the young ladies. His assistants, Greg and Stacy, too, they all have their role on the team, but you know that Papa Larry, at least as my daughter likes to call him, he's definitely in control, and he's done an awesome job. Of course, legendary type of career, and should be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done whenever he elects to hang him up. 63 wins and counting just in the postseason, and he's been on the doorstep of winning state championships twice, including 2012, where he's still not quite over it. The loss that he had in the finals to Bishop Fenwick, overtime, and a missed offsides call. We don't have to bring that up for any of you Warriors fans that tuned in about 13 years ago to that one. They're trying to get over the hump, get back to state into the Final Four for the first time since then, with a win here tonight. This one just booted out of bounds here by Mimi Wood. It's going to be Lady Warriors fighting here for possession. So a knockdown by Miller, torn in towards the central part of the park, and just look at all of the attention that she is going to draw all match long, and that's the proper way to try to defend somebody like Ivy, who can absolutely just scold you like some poison ivy if you let her get loose. Throw down the sideline, and it was just trickling its way through until it's cleaned up here. Back line by Granville. Now here's Kaylee Hell. This one gets intercepted. Just trying to hook up with Llewellyn up top. Now here on the charge goes Isla Cook. Isla's got some good speed. Able to beat Willow Harris, but cleaned up Jilly Grayson. She's just one lady wrecking crew in that center backer role. She's the perfect player for that spot for this team. Left-footed drive, and Emma Fogel with prime positioning. Not much of a test for her. First shot by Granville. It's on frame. And Fogel with the punt, able to clear midfield. Nobody able to get to it for Ontario, so Finley Boone with a quick trigger. Now Granville trying to possess, far side, knocked out. Just about 6 minutes here into the action. Pretty comfortable for a regional championship competition. 52 degrees at opening kick tonight. Partly sunny, but the clouds starting to maneuver in. as the sun starts to set. And I think we got daylight savings coming up, so it's just going to continue, of course, to have the nights creep in much quicker for us here in Ohio, as that's a great launch. Alana Snyder, opposite way, turn, shot, back post. Pretty good rip off the cord right there, but it does sell wide from Miller. Davin Miller here. Nice turn to the outside to create some space around Jazzy. We're now 2-2, these two offensive units in terms of shots fired. Grayson's going to handle all of the goal kick situations tonight. And we're going to, well, no, a missed call. Looked like it was going to be a handball there on Claire Weaver. Yeah, definitely. So the head referee tonight, I believe, is Dustin Fitch. Missed that one. And now gives Granville a chance. Got the throw in just north here of the Ontario bench. Ehrlich lobs it in. Jordan Yeager flips out her right foot. And off the deflection, it allows Fogel to come in. Emma Fogel, over 100 saves now for her junior season. Takes a nice hop, kind of a fortuitous bounce here for one of the deadliest playmakers still remaining in the tournament in Division III, Addi Pittman. Coming off of a 2-goal performance. And she has scored multiple goals in every tournament game so far. To the middle now, Yugovich looking to set her up out in space, and plenty of it. Doesn't have the acceleration to get there in time, but I love the idea here from Hattie. But sometimes on this turf, you can get one that'll just scoot. Tough to measure those, even with a speedster like Pittman. Great job here by Miller to punch it out in front. But Jilly Grayson, oh, looked like she kind of paid the price right there, head-to-head with Isla. But Jilly comes in, scoops that one out of play, and the Blue Aces will have to come earn it here with a throw-in. Well done by Jilly to just shake off what looked like a shin-to-shin collision a little while back. As this one's flicked towards the middle, Grayson, bit of a miss hit, but then it's flared out. Clearance by Jordan Yeager. Bloomfield back to her. And she'll lob this one over far side. And a 3-hopper somehow stayed in the field of play right there by the AR. It's going to be an Ontario throw. 10 minutes here into the competition. Still no score on our Hawkshaw scoreboard. But we do need to hear from you, the fans. We are live tonight on our YouTube channel 1, BS Media Productions Facebook, OH.REPORT Facebook, and our Twitter X account. So make your voice heard. Be a part of the program tonight. And since I'm solo, every time I get an opportunity, if we get a substitution, any downtime, I'll jump into the comment section. We'll get that interactivity flowing back and forth. And our favorite question, what do we always do here, of course? We want to know who is the farthest away that is watching tonight. So if you're outside of the time zone, well, heck, even if you're somewhere over in like Youngstown or Columbus or wherever, we want to know. Drop us a comment. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, all the things, and I will read your comments here on air. Seen both teams have a couple of decent runs. It's been back and forth as expected. So there's a huge collision. And this is going to favor Ontario as Yugovich just got clobbered there. It was Isla Cook making the run, the clearance by Hattie. And then just hip-to-hip contact leveled the Akron University commit. Heavy touch by Johnson. It allows Gwen Gebhardt to get involved, but it gets loose down the far sideline here. And the AR, Jeff Harper, says it'll be out of bounds back over to the Warriors. But a foul actually came in midfield, missed that one. So the foul situation now, one apiece. Off the penalty kick, it's Yugovich reading it well. Back out to midfield, Mimi Wood. Slick turn here by Snyder. Lena drops it outside, give and go with her, but Bolakowski in between. Couldn't maintain the handle. Sydney McManus waiting for her opportunity to check in. She'll be joined now by Kendall Thomas. Swerving here to the middle. Nice breakup by Jilly. And that one crunched left side of the frame, as we will get those substitutions coming in. Let's take a look at the Eatmor Bundt replay. Wise decision here. Just a little crease in a sliver, and that's all they needed. Shot launched. Third for Granville, but the last two have been off frame. So they're going to restructure the lineup now. They're going to flip Addi Pittman up top. Here she is. She's trying to shield off the defender, Treese. And here's Addi, and she's just going to let a missile fly from deep. And that's kind of her bread and butter. This one from the football 29-yard line. So it's about a 40-yard shot. But Addi, she keeps you on your toes if you're a keeper. She's never shy from anywhere out on the pitch. We've even seen her pull up from right around midfield on a couple of occasions this season. Now she's trying to sling it far side. Thomas playing up top over on the left side of the pitch here. She's given some great minutes off of the bench here so far during the tournament. But it's certainly been the stars that have been shining so far for Coach Atkinson. As anticipated, the seniors have been great. Here's Hattie. Mismeasures this one. Kind of in between for both Sasha and Addi. So right here, yeah, it just floats where neither can really make a step. Sasha gets taken out from behind. Another hard collision, but this is just quality soccer. A lot of parents don't like what Ehrlich just did there. That's part of it. Third foul on Granville. That was one of my keys too. Just to be super aggressive in the midfield and not allow 11 and 12 in the black unis to dictate the pace of play. You see Sasha catching some of that shrapnel as well. This one's out of bounds. Try to check in with you guys here on Facebook in a moment. Have you not been entertained by all the regional championship volleyball today? We have had several champions crowned as Granville on the break. But Fogel able to shrink the goal. Great positioning by Emma. It's going to be her second save. Fogel's been solid, man. Super sharp in the net. Only 2 goals given up so far during this postseason by Emma Fogel. And they'll utilize her here. Probably a smart move by Jilly to drop it off, but staying in the attack, here's Cook. Undercut. And off of the tackle, the Warriors on the breakout. Here they come. They've got a 3-on-5 foreman. Yugovich almost threaded the needle. It was this close to be in a potential one-on-one with the fastest player on the pitch and our player spotlight, Sydney Lauffer. I want to say what's up to Debbie Grove, one of the biggest Warriors fans in the country out there tuning in tonight. What's up, Deb? Another nice strike here from Pittman. Third shot on net so far for the Lady Warriors. Last two from deep from the left boot of number 11. Grayson with a fantastic clearance, able to get it to Yeager. Addi backtracks, overstepped. Now to the middle, Willow Harris. A little slow to get over there. It allowed Miller to get involved. Now counter strike, flowing here. But bad pass behind the play. Claire Weaver steps in between. And now the Blue Aces trying to flip the field. Thomas. Now Kaylee Hill stepping up. Addi with a little shake and bake. Got sandwiched, though, in between. Now a sliding tackle, and both sides really arguing for a whistle. Isla Cook thought she got pulled down. Meanwhile, it was Grayson who actually endured the contact. And yeah, I think that more is contact on Granville, if anything, but a no call. And it doesn't really affect the play. As we get Braylon Llewellyn back into the mix. And she's moving a bit more like herself here tonight. And she's got that big brace off of her left leg. Actually, she's got a big sock over. She's just trying to hide it. And maybe I think that's one of those mindset type of things that if it's not seen, you don't really think about it too much. And she is moving with a little more fluidity than I think that we saw certainly in the regional semifinal and then that district championship match. And she can be a game changer. Third leading scorer on the team. Here's the leading goal scorer. Taken right off of her foot, though. Defended fantastically. Because Ontario, I mean, they had them coming. Fanned out 5 across the board. So we're approaching the midway point here of half number 1. Still 61 more minutes of regulation. And sometimes you even need more than that, as Granville discovered in their district final win over Bexley. And they've had a couple of tight competitions so far here in the tournament. The regional semi was not one of them. Crushed Elida, and here, this one's crushed, but it's over the top. Pittman unleashing in her last 3. She's gotten slightly more dialed in. So Addi P trying to put the city on her back right now. Boom! And there would have been no shot for Lauffer to get one of her palms on that had it been actually flared on target. Lauffer with that left leg. And she overcooks it, trying to find Davin Miller. Lady Warrior throw. Jazzy Johnson, quick breather. I imagine she's going to check back in here for Willow Harris. Right side back line, Jordan Yeager as well. Getting ready to make her grand re-entrance. And here comes the subs, 13 and 3. It will be Harris checking out. And we'll also see Sid McManus come get a breather. So I think we'll see those 4 kind of interchange throughout the duration of the match. And the deeper you get into the tournament, sometimes you'll be a little bit shorter in terms of who's actually going to make it into your lineup. So for Coach Atkinson so far, I think he's gone 15 deep. And that's probably about where it's going to stay. Jazzy gets beat, but it's out of bounds. Cook will allow Ehrlich to come in and handle the toss down the line and somehow escapes beyond all 3 players. is Cam Pelfrey. Trying to stay stride for stride. They lock up, and the foul comes in. Granville can't believe it. They've been a little bit grabby so far here tonight. I think they allow them to play probably a little bit more physical down in the Columbus area, but I think they got a great point on that one. It certainly felt like Cam was a big reason for that collision. As the foul situation now 4-1 Granville. Yeager surveys. She's got Bolikovsky here near side, flips it out in front. And a wise decision by Wood. Like what we've seen from Elena Snyder so far tonight, too. You can tell this senior, she's played a lot of repetitions. This senior class, I mean, they've had an awesome run, of course, Granville, over, I mean, we're talking a decade and a half here, but look at what they've done over the last few seasons. Not surprising to see them back here on the big stage here in a regional championship. First time in 5 seasons for them. But they have been to the regional semis 3 of the last 4 years. Both of these programs just traditionally, perennially, double-digit wins, and certainly beyond that. Out in space, waiting for some friends to come in. The cross, Johnson got knocked down, and she's asking for a whistle. And we see Ayla Cook. I mean, she's a physical player. Oh, what are we getting here? Oh, it's going to be a corner kick. I thought they were setting up with the ball there for a PK, and I was like, that's not going to fly. But it will be the first corner for the Granville Blue Aces here. See how they run. They do have Emma Fogel marked up. They've got Ivy Miller on her. So this is headed down back into the box by Cook, but the clearance, at least for now, out of harm's way here for the Lady Warriors. As Sasha gets to it, able to slap this between a pair of defenders, and Pittman somehow able to get to it first, and she's going to unleash through the uprights. 3 points on a Friday, not a whole lot here on a Saturday evening. And Addi right now is responsible for 5 of the 6 Ontario shots up to this point. And she's just definitely taken her game to another level. Once we saw the tournament hit, we saw her with both goals in the win over their rival Lexington in the regional semifinals. And then we see her in the blowout win against Salina. I think that really kind of caught some attention of some folks. A couple of goals for Addi in that one. Hattie Yugovich with a 3-pack. She's had a couple hat tricks so far during the tournament run. And those two, when they are both playing at the height of their powers, it's just incredibly tough to try to knock off this team. No one's been able to break through just yet here on our Hawkshaw scoreboard. Now, is this kind of a dangerous play? Just a deep shot issued here by Llewellyn. Down to the knees. Lauffer, and misplayed it, but still a save. It's going to be her 4th save here in the first 25 minutes as Fogel meets this one right at the edge of the 18. Grayson left foot, can't barrel it up. Nice win here by Braylon. Boy, does she look a lot better. Oh, almost. Able to get through. Now here's Bolikovsky. Switching fields. Sasha looking for the shot. Left foot off the cross. Disrupted. Two on 4 going here now for Granville. Give and go. But Jilly Grayson, we're going to call 21 a bunch tonight because that's what she does from that center backer role. She just cleans up a lot of messes. She is like the maid of this defense, and she has always got the duster buster going in hand, vacuum on deck. Love what we've seen from her all season long in her first year as a varsity starter. Pittman was trying to hook up with Yugovich. This one pretty well struck, but Snyder overhead, and it'll be out of play.
Checking in for the Warriors, number 18.
5 shots now for the Blue Aces, 7 so far for the Warriors. As Willow Harris back into the mix, and she'll move Jazzy Johnson over to the left side. Willow, excellent size she brings on the back line. Just a sophomore, but she too, track kid, incredible speed. As this is dished on the money, Isla. Oh, how about that first touch? Ripped, but over top. Granville starting to find their stride right now offensively. The last 2 shots off target, but this is a clean move to the outside, and Isla Cook just absolutely drilled that one. One out of the sky. Snyder first touch. Collected near side by Cook. Not trying to cook as she goes to the middle. And now Yeager punches it down the near side. It's over the boundary. Now Harris, that one kind of off of her neck. Just stayed in bounds. And a little push here on Isla Cook, who she's been dishing these out. So this is what happens here in this tournament. I think she tried to sell it a bit too there. Oh, she did get the foul. A little surprised. I think we've seen quite a few issued contacts on each side of the pitch tonight in about that same fashion. But allows for a direct kick. Not even close, but again, would have been good for 3 if this was college football on a Saturday. Mimi Wood through the uprights. And now the shots completely even, 7 apiece each side. Ontario's done a better job of testing the keeper. Lauffer's had to save 4. Fogel with a pair of saves right now. Want to say hey to Kimmy McChrystal, just saying good luck to the ladies. The most exciting fill-ins. Wish that she could go back and relive these moments for sure. Well, you can relive them here on the OH Report. Even though they're live and free as we get a foul on the play, they never come down. I see that Peter Barat is watching from the UK. Hey, what's going on? Cheering on Granville. So I'm going to be surprised if anybody can top that one. Watching from over the pond tonight. Or, I don't know, this morning. But what time is it? I think you're later than us, I would presume, by about 5-ish hours. Probably about midnight there. As this one sails wide of frame. Pittman with another shot. And off these set pieces, that's typically what they're doing. If you've got Addi on the ball, it's kind of letting the other team know that it's going to be a shot on net. And then you're just looking for a spill, some type of a redirect if you're the rest of the players up there in the box. It's usually when Jordan Yeager's on the ball, you can expect that she's trying to put a little bit more touch on it perhaps. Try to play it to a teammate. Under 10 minutes to go here in this first half. It's been really well played on both sides. Neither has been able to break through with the execution of a great look on frame. But the Warriors trying to change that narrative right here. Yugovich drops back, and it slithers right under the left boot that time of Pittman. So there's another foul here on the Warriors, and all of a sudden that's starting to even up. 5-4 now. Ontario's committed 3 of the last 4 infractions out on the pitch. As Kaylee Hill and Thomas waiting for their opportunity to get back in the mix here. Snyder Played by Grayson from the top of the box. Bolakovsky has been super involved so far off that wing, and really she's kind of played a hybrid role. She's been in the middle a bit more than she's probably accustomed. That's just how it's been defended. But if you're Granville, that's exactly what you want. You do not want Sasha to have free reign. Hello, tons of comments coming in over on the YouTube channel. 217 of you all tuning in at the same time. Sean, watching from Everbowl right now. Hey, my daughter had Everbowl today. Actually, the whole team, they had just kind of like a team morning sesh today, a bonding experience. Went for a little jog, too, after the Everbowl. I'm told it took them into the Culver's parking lot where they jogged through the drive-through, but they elected to lock in, didn't get that delicious custard. Much to the surprise of me, I figured somebody would pull the trigger on that. See if someone can do exactly that. Pull the trigger here on a shot selection for Granville instead. Not a good pass here from Gebhardt. And it'll be a turnover. And it looked like they kind of had the juices flowing right there. The connectivity, several connected passes in a row. But the last one off the mark. Grayson, though, not a solid goal kick. So it's going to keep it down here at this end. He's able to find Thomas here near side. She looks. And just crashes that one off of Ehrlich. Ehrlich, for a freshman, plays well beyond her years. Getting all the minutes here early. I don't recall Granville really going into their substitution pattern so far. Ty Trin, the head coach, first year for him. And a really tight-lipped cat. Sent a bunch of emails this week, tried to talk to him before the game, and I got basically no information on Granville. So some coaches are just like that. It's normally football where they try to kind of keep it a bit of a secret who to key on. I rarely run into that in soccer, but that's how the program's going right now for the Blue Aces. As we see Llewellyn checking out and gets a big applause. And she can be a huge factor for these Lady Warriors. Great ball here on the money. Here's Hattie, and she's going to launch and get a corner kick out of it. Kind of an ill-advised play. Lauffer's got to let this one go. And it's easy for us to say up here, but that's definitely, it looks like it's a few feet wide. So we'll get our second corner kick for Ontario. And when it's on this side, you got to go with Addi Pittman. Her last one ended up in the back of the net from this exact spot at Clear Fork on Wednesday night. Punched out by Lauffer. Warriors, though, everybody up on the attack with the exception of Grayson. And they let her kind of be on an island. She's like the Puerto Rico on this backline defense. They just let her swim out there, and like I said, she's the maid service too. They'll call her in like the Airbnb cleanup, and she makes sure that the sheets always have the fabric softener, the whole 9 yards. Bolakovsky deflected off of her cross. Now here Harris, trying to go stride for stride. Cook can't quite get there. As the clock spins, under 5 minutes to go before we reach our first half break. To invite everybody to stick around at the break. You'll have your Courtney Bradley reports. And again, if you are buying or selling real estate in the greater Mansfield area, you might want to hit up Courtney. She works for the #1 MLS in all of the area, Sluss Realty. Give her a buzz. Buzzing by the defenders right now. Pittman until she got to that second layer and then got met by Weaver. Blue Aces starting to funnel some numbers forward. Poked out of bounds. bounds by who? It's going to be Ontario with the last touch. And off the throw, and I think a little confusion there for Harris. Had her head turned the other way. She steps up, though, here, gets a touch. This one's lobbed and handled by Fogel. Emma Fogel now with 5 saves. Make that 3. And anything that would happen now in terms of a goal, it just seems to carry a bit more weight. If you can get that late time momentum going, and especially into the break, scoreless game like this could be huge for either side. It's been solid offense, good defense all the way around, both ends of the equation, as the 2 senior stars nearly hook up here. But now Yugovich tripped up, taken down in the box. Got to call it. You have to. So Hattie Yugovich tackled inside the 18, and it's going to be a penalty kick situation. And both her and Addi are going to talk about this and decide who wants to take it. I think you put Hattie on it. She's the one who got fouled. And I think she's perfect on the season in these situations. But there is the collision. And you can be upset if you're a Granville fan, but that's the correct call. And a PK. And this is huge. How about senior on senior? First team all-conference versus first team all-conference. Yugovich off the PK, and she launches it top shelf. You heard. Ontario takes the lead. Massive goal here for the Lady Warriors. And it's the Addi to Hattie show that gets it done. And look at the team camaraderie. Everybody getting a piece of the pie right there. And look at the leadership as well from Pittman. Let's check out the latest goal here. And I love Hattie. She was determined. She was ready, staying up on her toes, and wasted no time, no jousting or special steps. No keeper is going to be able to save that. You would have to have a stretch arm, strong arm, or some type of a go-go gadget type of capability to get into that one. And that's why Hattie, one of the most lethal goal scorers in the history of the state. What a career she's having. I'll have to get her latest tally. She was closing in on like 130 goals for the career. Kid's been crazy since she came on the scene and scored 38 goals as a freshman, 32 as a sophomore, 19 last year as a junior, and now having another huge senior season as she just drilled her 41st goal. Warriors looking to strike again, still plenty of time. About 95 ticks on the clock. Off target there, Thomas. Thought Yugovich was going to break one way. Now Harris stepped right on top of it. Boy, her and Cook, they have had some nice run-ins. That's a fun head-to-head going. Bulakowski taken out, but they say it's a clean tackle. And I love that the physicality of this game, it's been ratcheted up. And you could tell in those first few minutes that that's just the way that this thing was going to go tonight. Taking a look over on the sideline, I see Mia Moten. She is still getting worked out, has not been able to put any weight by herself on what I think is a left leg injury. So that's a tough loss for the Lady Warriors. She's just a freshman, but Mia Moten, 9 goals, 8 assists, 4th on the team in scoring. Now Kaylee Hale running into some traffic. Flips to the outside. And I think Granville's just content here just to try to play it safe. force Ontario to run a little bit of clock. Pittman, though, from that back line, taking it up herself. She finds Hattie. Yugovich to the outside. Now Thomas, 15 seconds. Solid pressure. Excellent step. But last touch by Ontario.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Last couple seconds coming off the clock. We have reached the halftime session. A goal from that young lady right there, number 12 in black, the difference at this point. Let's see it one more time on the Eatmor Bundt replay. How about Eatmor net if you're Hattie Yugovich? Game time, 41st of her senior season, and she's got Ontario on top right now at the break. We've got a commercial timeout baked in. When we come back, we've got your Courtney Bradley halftime report. I'll dive back into the comments section, so make sure your voice is heard. Hit me up, Facebook, YouTube, and the Twitter. That, and we'll get you all set for the next 40 minutes. It's live, it's free, it's Regional Championship Saturday here on OH Report. See you soon.
This is our in-body machine, so you're gonna see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
Being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
You are enjoying regional championship soccer here on Saturday night. Thanks to all of our amazing sponsors, including Eatmor Bundt Co. Don't you want to save room for dessert? They are located in Mansfield, specializing in delicious bundt cakes and amazing cookies. I just had one the other day. Shout out, 10-star rating. How about Hawkshaw Private Investigation, uncovering facts, protecting your interests, and earning your confidence every step of the way? They are located in Mansfield, serving the great state of Ohio. Mechanics Bank is Richland County's only independent community bank. Avita Home Health and Hospice, they provide high-quality community health care and improve the quality of health in families throughout their life spans. Charter Next Gen, they're hiring right now, high-paying jobs in a cutting-edge environment. Your halftime report about to be sponsored by that young lady you see on the screen. And whether you're buying or selling residential or commercial, you should give Courtney Bradley a call, multi-million-dollar producer at Mansfield's #1 brokerage. Panchos Tacos is going to be your MVP sponsor tonight. Shout out to my dude Brian, Margarito, everybody at the Bellville location, and they invite you to come on down. Best food and drinks in town, and that's 3 different towns now: Mansfield, Bellville, and Mount Vernon. They've got tacos, rice bowls, fajitas, of course, margaritas. Come see them after the game, amigos. And last but not least, Wellspring Custom Pharmacy. My friend, Dr. Stephanie Lane, she helps me choose effective vitamins, all the supplements that I need. They provide custom meds as well as prescribed by my healthcare provider. Even the veterinarians of my cats are taken care of as well for all sorts of things: pain, autoimmune conditions, and many more. See you guys for the halftime report. That's coming up in about 30 seconds. It's your halftime show presented by Sluss Realty agent Miss Courtney Bradley. We've got Ontario on top right now, 1-0 here in this Division III Regional Championship. It has been an awesome game for these 2 league champions, 2 district champions, and right there you see Coach Ty Trent urging his girls to come alive, make some plays in the second half. They've been on top of it so far, just have not had quite as clean of looks as Ontario. And of course, the big change in the game right now was this. We're going to show it to you one more time. Hattie Yugovich delivering the only goal so far of the match. And I love taking it from here where you see she's ready and she just comes flying out of the gates. That's like one of those bulls that are locked up in the pen that are coming out at the rodeo. She could not wait to just unleash hell on that ball, and that's exactly what she did. Top corner, no chance for the senior keep, Sydney Lauffer, to get a paw on it. Got your first half stats for you right here. Pretty even across the boards. You see the TOP. It's pretty much 50-50. Both teams, they've had their chances, their opportunities. Neither has really dominated like a full 5-minute session. That's what's been so fun about this game and kind of anticipated too. Just the way that each of them, it's been very back and forth. We've got that seesaw display going on. It's kind of like your grandfather clock where it's just constantly tick, talk, side to side, back and forth, and that's why we've got 18 total shots, 10 right now for Ontario. They've distributed more, though, on frame than the counterparts, but by just a very slim margin. And then the foul situation, it started to even out as well as more of that first half continued to roll along. Still got 90 seconds before each team comes out and takes the pitch, so it gives me a chance to say what up to everybody out there watching in Hocking Hills. And it looks like Tyree Kirst just wanting everybody to know that that's maybe the #1 place on earth. Who else is out there watching? Whippets fan 63 just says OMG. Oh, Eatmor Bundt, you gotta love it. I see Tanya watching from Rossville, Georgia. Not quite as far away as the gentleman that was out in the UK, but still a distance, and I'm sure it's beautiful down there. I'm about to meet up with my good friend from Georgia out in the desert coming up here in a few weeks. Looking forward to that. Shout out to the most amazing intern of all time. The Emperor shouts himself out. Who does that in the comment section? That's right. My guy, Jackson Yoder, did a great job on our sideline camera last night. Mitchell Ye just says, let's go. Josh Young cheering on the Warriors. Duh. Warriors super fan. Love having all of you out there. 206 combined watching at this exact moment in time in the universe. That's just on the YouTube. We've got about 80 more watching right now on Facebook, including Heather Lett, who says, good job, Warriors. Carl Schnicke, my guy. Hoping to see you during basketball season. I think I talked my daughter into playing. So we'll be seeing you out there here on the hardwood in just a couple of short weeks. Allie Atkinson says that they're about to kick off, and I'll stick to my mom's updates. Go Warriors. Well, Allie, you can watch on the sideline. She coaches for Olentangy Liberty, who actually beat both of these teams out here tonight. They got the victory over each of them. They're competing to move on to the state Final Four as well. Want to say what's up to Jessie Palmer. Great first half. She says, way to get it, Warriors. Linda telling the Lady Warriors they are looking strong. Chris Atkinson cheering on the Warriors, of course. Kiki Marsh, former Warrior great, backliner extraordinaire. She's out there saying, go Lady Warriors. And Gavin Baisley, he couldn't have said it any better. Perfect penalty kick shot. That really is. That was as well placed as it could possibly be. That's as focused, period, as you can be on a penalty kick. I would love to be able to just transplant myself right into the brain of Hattie Yugovich right before that shot. Kind of like, you ever see that movie Being John Malkovich, where you could just kind of slide into his tunnel, into his thoughts? That's what I would like to do for Hattie in some of those situations. What's up, Scott Krieger's out there watching too. Love it on the OH.REPORT. Loving the call as well. My pleasure. Happy to be out here. And then last one coming in 1 second ago. Adam is actually, he's here in the building to support Jazzy and the Warriors as the halftime show is over with. I better get back to the action. Let's see what just happened. Wasn't paying attention. Another collision. Not surprised. It has been a physical game. And now we've got a conversation. Pretty sure that was Jilly Grayson who was involved in the conflict there. The chat was going on with Ivy Miller and Isla Cook. And the foul is going to go against Granville. It's going to be their 7th total. And do got to applaud the head man there, Dustin Fitch. Just making sure that things don't get away. Like that, it was a physical game in that first half, but it felt like there was a slight hint of chippiness that kind of worked itself into the equation with some of those fouls towards the end. So just make sure that you just kind of like put a kibosh to it. Here's Yugovich in the middle, turning, finding trouble as it's off her foot over here to Schneider, and she's just going to send one the other way. Drills that one over the top. Too far out in front, though. So it's back with the Warriors. Couple connecting passes. They turn it over. Gebhardt now to the middle. Give and go. Jazzy Johnson splits in between the two. As it's stepped on, but over the boundary for a goal kick. And Jazzy's a little undersized for one of these outside defenders, but where she makes up for it is, of course, that elite speed. And even though she's small, she is mighty. I mean, I've stood next to her. She's probably about 5'1". So some of these other offensive weapons that come into the box that stand with some pretty elite structure, she's able to kind of get underneath them the way that she plays. So short isn't always something that you would say is a disadvantage out there. Jaeger bumped into. Didn't matter. No whistle. Now McManus, turnover in the middle. Here's the turn for Cook. Now Granville starting to push some numbers forward. Sasha, though, was just kind of standing her ground. Well done by Bolakowski. And now the hard charge. Here's Pittman. Going to get a one-on-one, and Addi makes it 2-0. Ontario extends their lead. Prime time playmaking right there. Pittman continues her goal streak here in the tournament. A whopper here to start the second half. Just over 2.5 minutes in, and the Ashland University commit beats the defense single-handedly. And look at the smile. It's worth $1 billion right now. She can't even believe it. Let's spin this one all the way back to the midfield. Hattie just putting a ball out in space, and look, two players probably have a little bit better angle, but Pittman, more aggressive, more desire. She gets to it, left boot on shoe, or on ball, excuse me, and it's into the back of the net. Hattie and Addi with the 2 goals so far tonight. Boy, have they been good. Continuing to add to their just absolutely gaudy totals for their careers. Probably the highest scoring tandem that is still alive in the state. 34th goal this season for Addi Pittman, and when the two combine, we are talking about 75 scores. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's see it again. This is just fire, desire, kid, dynamite, blows it up into the back. All in pink boots. Gotta love it. Granville's going to tee this one up here. They've got a corner kick on the way. It's going to be handled by the lefty, Mimi Wood. Drives it in near post. It's kind of a slow burner. It'll roll its way out to the 40-yard line, trying to keep it here on this side. And don't really love that play because everybody is out on the offensive end of things. As you see Miller come in, try to put a little heat on Fogel. Technically, I guess that's a shot attempt. And another save for Emma. She's got 4 so far in the match. As this is going to leak back. Oh, big opportunity here. David Miller, but cut off. No suit for you, not on this attack. And guess who? It's the Windex lady. The maid called in for backup. This house is clear. Well done right there by our player spotlight tonight. And shout out to Aaliyah Skowornski. Told me, she was like, Jilly needs to be spotlight. She's not been. That is a disgrace. She's a bad girl on that back line. Oh, a little overcooked. Gosh, and look at all the bodies that they get here on this corner kick attempt. I mean, that is just that's like a full pack of Skittles, just all right there in one little envelope. But a little scare, a little fright into the Warriors, and it's all for naught. 2 corner kicks in the first 5 minutes of the second half for Granville, and they don't even come away with a shot. $2-0 on our Hawkshaw scoreboard. How about a private eye place in Mansfield? So you're looking to keep an eye on somebody, something, try to get some answers to some questions. They got their phone number listed down in the description. Hit them up. Check out the website. Nice play. Bulakowski wins that one toe-to-toe. Now Sasha flips to the middle. Nobody on the other end, though. Got Pittman playing solo up top here at the moment. Gosh, she's such a great interchangeable piece. That's what makes Addi Pittman so much fun to watch. You just never know where she's going to be, man. Oh, great ball out in space. Does she have the speed? Does not. This turf, man, this is a fast playing surface. Isla Cook, she can cook. And I thought that this was going to be on the money. A chance to try to throw a nickel in the bank. Instead, it's nothing. It goes into the fountain, the wishing well, and the wish not granted. Yugovich, little green in front of her. She's going to play it up. Llewellyn is playing the left wing right now. They're going to go back for Braylon. See if she can track it down. Here comes Llewellyn, near side, right in front of the bench. She does. Pittman surveys, and look at all the attention she's going to have to get. Triple team, doesn't matter. Flips to the other side. Sasha can't quite catch up, and that's saying something. Like the idea here for Addi, when you're pinned down in the corner before Ontario, those three midfielders, you see Yeager, Kaylee Hale, if they're a little bit further up on the pitch, probably some more options and a bigger window of opportunity for Ontario to really kind of slam the door right in the face of Granville. 2 goals, you can make this up. It's possible. They've got so much firepower. They're like in Super Mario when you get that hot flower off of the coin thingy. I don't really know what it's called, the power-up, and they're able to spit some hot fire here. So certainly Ontario with this 2-0 lead, they cannot relax. You see it right here. Give and go. The flip over the top. The shot, but into the wall. She drives through, and there it is. Just stuck with it, and Granville finally able to get it in. Ivy Miller with her 31st goal of the year, and she just kept trucking through. It looked like she was going to be stopped on 2 or 3 different occasions, and look at this. Runs into some trouble, hits it right off of Cam Pelfrey. She can't play it, and then just sticks it into the corner. Fogel can't get to it, and that was my exact point. There is the power-up. Super Mario style for the Blue Aces. Pulls one out from under the sleeve, and Miller, the player of the year in the Licking Valley League, showcasing a little something right there. Very similar to what we saw from Pittman, where she just would not be denied. Meanwhile, are you kidding me? Oh, I thought she kept that in. Let's see. I mean, this is really close. I think that is in. I think they make the wrong call. We're a ways away. Don't have the best look. But at the same time, if you see a girl that goes at Mach 4 and just kind of breaks the sound barrier, don't you allow her to get another cut touch in the field of play? Meanwhile, Miller drives through a double team. Boy, is she a lady on a mission right now. Miller taking off her foot. Cam Pelfrey. Nice bit of defending right there. And they needed that stop. Kind of felt like the momentum was really starting to find its way over into the Blue Aces camp. Instead, here's Bolakowski. Here's Sasha turning towards net, but a heavy touch misplayed. Right back, though, to Pittman. You know she's going to take aim. Caught, though, out of the air. Lauffer looking like a law firm and shutting it down. Good stuff all the way around. Ontario with their 3rd shot. Couple on frame. Granville as well. 3 shot attempts here in this second half. I think that was just a bit of missed footing there for Cook. Oh, and a slide tackle. You got to see that. That's a yellow. This yellow. Oh. I'd card her. Yep, that's the right move. There's no action around involving the ball, and we've seen Isla Cook. She's got a bit of a temper. We've seen her down there pull a couple of girls down, and I don't know how you try to make any case right now if you were Coach Ty. I mean, look at this. Ugh. That's rough. So Cook's going to check out for a little while, cool off. Haven't really seen substitutions made by Granville tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how long with the yellow card they allow their second leading scorer to hang out over on the bench. Not long. She's going to check in at the flag. There she goes. Off the restart, free kick. Takes a hop over a defender, but nobody in a black uniform anticipating. But here we go. An overlap. To the outside goes Pittman. She's got a little bit of space. Yugovich flips in her direction. Sat down. Oh, look at this. A beauty. Get into the left foot. That's what she does so well. So this ball comes skipping out to the 30-yard line, and we get a late foul call against Pittman down in the corner. think that's just the first foul against Ontario in the second half. 3 on the flip side against the Blue Aces. Play it short here off the restart. The keeper, Sid Lauffer. Played a pretty solid match so far here tonight. 6 saves and counting. As we're 11 minutes just about into half number 2. And with Ontario making a sub, Braylon Llewellyn checking back in. We'll say what's up to Anson. Says we can watch the game together. Shonda, can I come get some free Everbowl? Well, I don't know about free. But she wants that Everbowl to start kicking in. Hey, bestie Anson. So a whole conversation. I don't got to get in between. You two keep the chat flowing out there. That's on YouTube channel 1. Huge viewing audience there. Oh, it's starting to pick up on the Facebook too. We're at 143 right now watching. Holly, real quick, shouting out Jilly Grayson. Brandon Baumgarter too says, let's go, Jilly. Jilly is our favorite girl. Jesse Palmer says, way to clean house. Heck yeah. And yeah, the CEO there of Pinnacle Building Services, what do? They clean up. Jilly might be a great hire for you, Jesse. You might think about getting her in the mix. Not a bad idea. Kind of cramps over there on that left side. Look at all the bodies. Just rushing through goes Gebhardt. She draws the personal right here. And it's so interesting to hear each fan base just never be content with the foul call against them. Granville fans on a few different occasions can't believe that the whistle will blow, but hey, I've got the benefit of replay. I got to slow it down. I got to watch it a second time. But my eyes in real time, they don't deceive me very often when you see conflicts like that. Usually it's because somebody got trucked. Didn't make that big of a difference as we're back over to the throw-ins, far side of the pitch. Lob down the line. Gebhardt trying to make a move. McManus allows her to get by. Now Gebhardt on the setup, but nobody on that back end. Warriors got a chunk of it too. But here comes the Blue Aces back in possession. Oh, good ball through the middle. Pittman trying to charge through a triple team. And look at how much pressure she causes on a back line of a defense. Zips this. Ontario didn't have anybody waiting on the other side. I think they might get lucky and... Oh, how is that not an Ontario throw? Did I miss something? Oh, I guess she didn't touch it. So it is a Blue Aces toss. Be headed, flicked down in Ontario territory. Bad throw, ends up at the feet of Schneider. Oh, and she's going to deliver one. Good look on the chase goes Davin Miller. Fogel with a pretty good beat. And the lady decked out in pink with the punt. Didn't get a lot of juice behind that one, but it's able to find its way right where you would want it. The senior combination right now in the middle here for Ontario. We'll see how well they play off of one another. Meanwhile, Sasha looking to set up that right foot. Zips one over top. Bulakowski with a nice individual effort. 4 shot attempts for Ontario in the second half. And it is just the seniors, man. You have got to love this group if you are fans of Ontario Lady Warrior Soccer. Sasha, such an unselfish player, had a career high in scoring last year. She's elevated, become a different style of player this season. 21 assists, top on the team. And a conversation going on here. And Isla Cook, again, she's kind of just been right in the middle of a lot of the conflicts so far tonight. Already has 1 yellow card, so she's got to be pretty smart here over these last 25 minutes. Just don't do anything that could be deemed dirty or over the top by the referees. Love the physicality. I mean, she's my kind of player. I like watching Isla cook out there. Make no bones about it. That's the type of girl that you definitely want on your team to bring some of that championship DNA, man. You got to be able to get down and dirty, and especially in the beautiful game. If you don't have one of those players, you're probably not at this level, one of the last 8 teams. Oh, how about the turn by Sasha? Great setup. Addi launches, but a diving save. Seventh save by Sid Lauffer tonight. First team all-league performer. She'll be a first team all-district player too. As again, a hard chase pressed on Davin Miller. Vogel, she's sharp back there. She's one of those lens crafter type of players. She always knows, she sees it well. Know what I'm saying? The chase down in the corner. Blocked in, turns, touch line. Flips in, and Emma, off the ping pong job, comes out to collect. Here it is. Clink, clink. But just good positioning. Nothing gets past her. Well, except for earlier with Miller, but that was rare. Just the 3rd goal that she's allowed so far throughout the tournament run. Johnson near side looking for Pittman. Here's Addi, the turn. She's so crafty. And she just probably drives you insane. Like you see Finley Boone there. That's probably the best way to try to defend her. Just give a little bit of space. You don't want to attack. Don't take the bait. Because she kind of sets a lot of mousetraps along the way with some of the razzle-dazzle. McManus checking out. We've got Thomas in now. Outside portion of the foot finds Yugovich. Trying to get away from Snyder. Here's the triangle for the 3 seniors. But this one, well, it's going to check up. Thought it was going to end up in the Ontario bench. Instead, the attack maintained here by the Warriors. Double team, crunched in. Claire Weaver with the pressure. Now Miller, Davin Miller, gets it to the outside, and a late whistle comes in with the advantage here for Granville. It's on that left foot extension that you saw from Addi P. So we'll have a free kick 70 yards away here. See what type of leg Mimi Wood has. Right now, Granville's got 4, all paced outside of the 18, and a couple extra in the midfield. Triple hopper to the outside. Pinching down over in front of the fans there for the Blue Aces. Love that they got like a mini student section going out there along the rails. Trying to bring some juice. And Ontario 2 down here on the flip side, exact opposite area. Got the same thing going on as there's another foul, and we've got a free kick. Coach Trin, you can't get any closer than that. Giving directions into the mixer bowl. A hop to the outside and out of bounds for what? Goal kick. Pretty dangerous ball played in there. I do love that one. And you've got some of your big bodies flying around. Gebhardt's involved. And Ontario does an excellent job of just getting out of the way. Thomas back out. Didn't see who checked in for her. Probably Willow Harris on the right backer roll. Be headed out of bounds back over into the hands of the Aces. Chucking down the line. Warriors backpedaling a bit right now. Granville's been having a pretty dominant about 10-minute session where they're keeping a good bit of the pace down here on this end as this is blistered. And Fogel, kind of an in-between hopper, couldn't take it on the fly with her hands. And this Elena Snyder, she has just got rockets for feet. Third shot on frame for Granville in half two. And they are taking their time setting up this set piece. Their specialist would. Getting it set to her likings as the clock tumbling towards 19 minutes to go. Looking for the equalizer here. Back post in the air off the kneecaps. Ooh. And Fogel didn't quite get a clean squeeze on it, but she eventually handles. Yeah, right here. Ooh. Thought spooky season was behind us, but a little bit of terror here for these Warriors fans. An awesome punt, though, the other way. Yugovich working. Left foot. Drives. Taking Lauffer down to the ground. Lauffer with another save. It's her third of half two. Misplayed in the middle by Pittman. She restructures her shin guards, gets comfy for what's going to be a very exciting last 18 minutes. That was slick. Ivy Miller, the cross. Nobody home. But can we just admire this play again? Oh, I kind of missed another replay. But Pelfrey, man, it looked like she was hanging out on the beach, stuck in stand, like she was the dad, and the kid buried her. Just nowhere to go right there, feet stuck. Ends up not costing Ontario, not even a shot attempt. Meanwhile, Snyder, left foot, careens around, and a little bit of space out in front here. Bolakovsky, she's got Hattie in the middle. Yugovich calling for it. She's going to try to find her. Hattie on the turn, one-on-one if she can get going. Sends one from deep, and Hattie's been... She's been firing from far distances a bit more than we are accustomed to seeing. She'll be a bit more tactical than we'll see Addi try to drive and get closer to the 18 before she launches. But, oh, how about this through ball? Hattie with a great touch, but it's offsides. Whoa. First offside on either unit. Can't tell on our Eatmor Bundt replay, but Hattie certainly felt like she was trying to save some room for dessert right there. That would have been the icing on the cake, her second of the match. And if you make this a two-score game with this much time, that puts a ton of pressure on Granville. And certainly you got to start to press a little bit. But right now, just one goal and an equalizer, nothing changes. You just do you, and that's been the case so far all night. The only information that I got from Ty Trin pregame tonight was just that there was going to be no tactical game plan. Actually, no, he didn't even tell me that. He just said, you'll see when we start. That's pretty much all I knew. That's all I found out tonight. But that's what they're doing. They haven't really put double teams. I haven't noticed a solo lady really marking either 11 or 12 from Ontario. So they're holding their own. I mean, they got athletes across the board. And I think from top to bottom, is certainly we're going to get a foul here. Granville matches up really well with Ontario. These are two quality teams. You could two of the 8 best teams remaining in the state, unquestionably. 11th foul here. That's going to go against Granville. Jazzy Johnson, Addi Pittman, having a chit-chat there with Mr. Fitch. So Ontario's going to fan him out right at the football 10-yard line, a.k.a. the 18 for you soccer fans. And they're going to send another one, Braylon Llewellyn, on the left wing. So they're attacking here. They got Addi P on the ball. Football 47, and she can take frame if she wants. Instead, she kind of curls that one. And it'll go out of bounds for a throw. Substitution coming in here for Ontario. Reese Miller, the freshman, going to get some minutes. Wow. Here at this spot in the game. And Hattie Yugovich is going to get a quick blow. Hattie's gone the entire duration so far. 65 consecutive minutes of play. And I got to imagine after a quick sip of her drink, she's going to head right over to the flag and get ready to get back in. She's got potential. She's in the conversation for D3 Player of the Year. You can't have her on the sideline for too long. This young lady probably in the conversation too, Ivy Miller. And ahead of steam, hitting the gas pedal goes Miller. Oh, nice setup. But Jilly rather. Not sure about this foul. Was it inside the box? Wow, they are going to issue a PK. I'll slow it down as much as I can. How was that a PK? She gets the ball. That's a clean tackle. Trash. I'd throw that one away if I'm the referee. And issues a yellow card. He missed it. I'm going to show it to y'all again. I'm not exactly a soccer aficionado, but check this out. Ball.
Granville penalty kick.
And then sets her down. They're going to put Miller on it. It's a great decision. She's got the lone goal so far here tonight. Looking to tie things up with 15:06 to go. Her versus Emma Fogel. Junior versus junior showdown. Larry Atkinson wanted to get some type of an explanation. He didn't get much of one. Saw Dustin Fitch come over, but here it is. After the brief wait, Miller scores. Second score for Ivy Miller to make it 2-2. Each team has had a penalty kick. Each has been able to slap shot it into the back of the net. So we are all square with 15:05. What a finish we are in store for here in Marion tonight. 32 goals on the season for Ivy Miller, the Player of the Year in the Licking Valley League. Let's take another look at this one. Fogel even guessed right, dove to her right. Just an excellent goal here by the Blue Aces. Much needed. So really kind of changes the way that you're looking at this match here. Now that it's 2-2. And of course, no draws here in the postseason. We would go to a golden goal situation. Unless one of these teams is able to break through here over the last 14 and a half minutes. Foul here against Ontario. Fifth against them here in the second half. It's going to go against Kaylee Hale. You feel a little bit of momentum now on the side of Granville. They've got the last two goals, 2 unanswered, after Addi Pittman scored in the first 2 minutes, 45 seconds of the second half. But Granville has clawed their way back into it. As Yeager misfires there, but Pittman on that back line now. And they're going to continue. Reese Miller, the freshman, she's the lone player up top. See if she can just empty the tank, play a couple of quality minutes here for Coach Atkinson. She did have a goal in the district championship match. And here's the shot, but it sails wide. Not a bad look from Miller. Granville's been heating up here offensively. 14 total shots. Been able to put 7 of them so far on net. Ontario hasn't had a good look in quite some time. The run of play has been down here at this end here since about the 25-minute mark. Here, let's look real fast. Warriors fans are beside themselves. Doesn't matter. It was a turnover off the throw-in. Pittman sends Yugovich, other end, measured nicely. Hattie down into the corner. Sasha's backtracking too far behind. Yeah, I'm not sure Hattie had any place to go with that ball, even if she was able to get to it with a clean touch. Lob down the line. Not sure. The AR pointed one way. The head man in the middle, the center ref, pointed another. So for Thomas Hempley and Dustin Finch, conversation, and it's not that big a deal. Just a throw-in right at midfield. And they'll do it over again. Basically the exact same spot, maybe about 3-4 yards up here for the Lady Warriors. Trying to make their way to state for the first time since 2012. Pittman, on Hopper, and that was touched in play. That should be a corner kick. Yeah, that was just not a smart play by the senior keeper. I'm not sure what she's thinking here. Yeah, she's got 2 feet in bounds. It's going to be the first corner kick for Ontario in this second half. And this is the side for Jordan Yeager, right-footed player over here on the left. They've got Kaylee Hale right now marking Lauffer. Pittman outside of the box. Bulakowski short. 5 different players. Now Jazzy Johnson coming up. Here it is, blistered right into the middle. Dangerous ball. Ontario can't get to it. Well struck here by Yeager. But Ontario missing out on a shot of Yeager right there. You know what I mean? They just could not get the party going there on the back end. Here's Jilly Grayson. Got called for that. What I think is an abysmal call for the penalty kick. I'd love to hear from some soccer fans out there that are watching live and free, so some that really know the game. Get your opinion on that call. Meanwhile, Pittman working, give and go. Here's Addi, 2-lady game. Overlap now. Hattie goes to the middle. Look at that touch. And almost got a corner kick out of it. Just a really strong carry down the near side. And Addi P's done that on a few different occasions tonight. Just taking on any and all defenders. Doesn't matter what's in her way. She'll just go right at you. Llewellyn with a slap shot. Yugovich right there off the chinny chin chin. I think a Weaver. She wore it nicely. And it'll go out here at midfield. Just going to put it down in space over the head of Willow Harrows. Hard to do. Pretty tall lady. And Granville awarded the throw-in. Willow thought she was able to shield him off. Now they're trying to get the defense set up. The Warriors are. The header onto the toe here of Grayson. And she just pushes it out of bounds right where it came from. Jilly again waiting on it. Smart play. Just get out of the way. Vogel can handle. And she does like a half little punt on the money here. Bulakowski right knee. And she's got the speed. Sasha, pretty good ball. And off the deflect, it's going to be an Ontario throw. Warriors checking in Sid, McManus, Llewellyn out of the mix. Pittman looking for some options. Now she's got Kaylee Hale in the middle. McManus, who just checked in. She was kind of off balance. And go out of bounds right in front of the Ontario bench. 7:45 and counting. We're all square. 2 goals each. The last 2 belonging to Granville if you're just joining us. As Bolikoski got leveled. Whoa. Finley Boone set her down. It looked like with a right uppercut. That was just my angle. Pittman backtracks. Didn't want to get the dangerous play foul. And now Hattie just trying to barrel through. And it's deflected off Snyder. Stood in. Took the challenge on. Now here's Addi. Good find on the outside. Kind of a heavy touch. Sasha wins it. Back post. Looking for Kaylee. She hasn't been much of a goal scorer this year. See if Kaylee Hale can be a hero here tonight. Pinned down over into the corner, and was it out ever? It was not. So the Warriors have the throw. They'll lob it in. Yeager off the chase. Superman dive. The goal's wide open. Kaylee Hale almost was a hero. If she could have just put a little more action behind that one. She needed some ghost pepper. And all she came up with was a jalapeno. That goal was wide open. Now Bolikoski to the middle. A little bit of space. Oh, how about this? 3-on-3 going. Sasha on the other end. Hattie. Big shot, but it's overhead. I want to flip back, though. I want to show you the Eatmor Bundt replay. The Superman dive, and boom, Kaylee. Got to be able to get a little bit of air under that one. Warriors with 9 shots here in this second half. I think they scored on the first shot, in the first shot only, with Addi P. Now how about this carry all the way down? Granville got something going here. Got him fanned out, but under measured right there. That was Davin Miller waiting on it and coming back the other way. Counterattack. But you see a little resentment on Pittman's face. Wanted to get that ball in a much different position. Yeager couldn't find her. So we get this thing going back and forth right now. A couple of turnovers. Yeager marching down the near side. Pittman goes middle, right foot. Bouncer. Kaylee Hale on the other end. Kaylee looking for the shot. Sets up left foot. Bangs it. But Lauffer was waiting. 4:45 remaining. Warriors with about as clean a look as they have had in a little while. And the senior Kaylee Hale with a couple of opportunities. She's got 2 goals on the season, one of them on senior night. Out of bounds for an Ontario throw. Here it was. This is pretty good. Cuts back right around Mimi Wood, but you already knew that's the best keeper in her league. Sid Lauffer. She's been great so far here tonight. And now Kaylee, I think she's kind of emptied the bucket. She looks exhausted as she checks out here. Coach Atkinson's going to give her a quick breather, and maybe for the next 4 minutes, if we've got more time to go, you're going to want Kaylee there in for the extra session, but that's on the money. What a dime to Davin Miller. Right foot, but full goal. Prime time positioning. Not much of a test. 3rd save in this second half for Fogle. Addi putting some pressure on Boone. Finley made the wise decision, probably just crunched this thing out, and that was a nice touch to get around Addi. because we've seen Pittman, her goal that she had in the match, it was very similar to that. Bouncing, went through a double team out in space, and that we've seen tonight, this is a very fast pitch. It's hard to capture those things once they get a little bit of momentum going, even for some of the fastest of players out here tonight. Pelfrey tried to find Bulakowski. Her Yugovich Pittman all up top right now. And that's the three that you need for Ontario if they can get it with a clearance here. Instead, it's going to be over the boundary, Granville throw. And it seems like all the throw-ins for Granville have been on their side. Ontario's throws have been on the near side by their bench. Corner kick coming up. Yeah, that's off of Willow Harris. Fourth total corner tonight for the Blue Aces. And this one big. 2 minutes to go. They're going to drop it back here at the midfield. Here's Mimi. Low laser. So they come away empty-handed, at least for now. Still a chance. Ball ping-ponging around down there. Willow lobs. Hattie, the lone target up top. And now headed forward. On the move goes Isla. Cook can't turn the corner. Out of bounds. Is this going to be a corner again? Looks like it. So Pelfrey, a bit unlucky. The way that ball twisted and turned there on the carpet. Fourth corner kick in the second half. But this is a lot of pressure here for both sides. Into the mixer bowl, back post. Shot never came in the field of play. First touch there by Gebhardt. As the goal kick taken. And we're down to just 55 seconds. Sasha has to pill herself up off of the turf. Do we get some legendary type of stuff here in these closing 45 seconds? That's a pretty good ball on the money. The cross deflected. Another corner on the way. Don't have to be in much of a hurry here if you're Granville for this corner. Gebhardt's going to take it, and this is pretty much how the game is going to end here in regulation. Headed out of there, twisting and turning away. I believe it was Yugovich. Clearance out. It's just going to be belted. A little hopper, and that is going to do it for regulation. We are headed to overtime, folks. 80 minutes in the books, and we're all square at 2 apiece. So we have got the golden goal coming up. Intense match here at Harding tonight. Little 5-minute break, and then we'll get back here for an overtime session. Stay with us. That's coming up here in just a couple minutes.
This is our in-body machine, so you're gonna see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
$80 minutes not enough to determine a regional champion here tonight in Marion. We are all square 2-2. Ivy Miller with both goals, including the equalizer with 15:06 to go before we got to this second half break. The goals by Hattie Yugovich, Addi Pittman right now on the side for Ontario. What a factor those two have been, and what careers for both Hattie and Addi so far here in their senior campaign. Take a look at these numbers. How about they're looking for their 62nd win of their career here tonight if they can pull it off. And those goals, you got to add two more to them. They're actually at 244 now and 130 assists, with Yugovich setting up Pittman for her goal here tonight. They've had a couple of district championships, 3 within the MOAC. Now they're looking to add the cherry on top. The grand finale would be a regional title, and of course they've got big goals, larger dreams than even that. They would love to move on to a state Final Four and try to capture the whole enchilada, get their piece of the pie. Hattie and Addi, two amazing careers when you're talking about a couple of players combining for about 250 career goals. I would have to guess that that is the most remaining of any team still within the tournament right now, probably regardless of division. It has been spectacular to watch these two blossom throughout the course of their 4 years. And boy, did they hit the scene in a hurry as freshmen. Those two, big reason why this team is here on this platform tonight. It's going to be 15 minutes golden goal session here. Any score ends the competition. The loser heads home. The winner moves on to the Final Four, state semifinals. Out in space, Bolakowski. She's going to get there first. Here's Sasha. See if she tries to turn the corner. She will. Oh, great touch. Left foot, Addi. Or excuse me, that was Yugovich. Up over the top. She sailed it. But a great setup here by Sasha. found Hattie in the middle, and more often than not, we're going to see Hattie get a little bit cleaner strike. #21st shot of the match for Ontario. They've got the throw-in coming up on the far side. And I see a lot of you have been able to find us out there in the viewing audience. About 345 on the YouTubes. And another 211 right now on Facebook. All waiting in anticipation to see who will move on into the next round, who's going to be state bound. Here's Ivy Miller. Tried to cross it here near side for Davin Miller. Now the Warriors, Bulakowski to the middle. Tried to trickle that in between a pair of defenders. Yugovich would have been waiting for it on the opposite end. Harris being pressured. And just puts it out over by the Granville bench. 2.5 minutes in. And here's the first shot for Granville. One hopper and Emma Fogel able to get both paws on it. Seven saves so far tonight for the junior keeper. Bulakowski still got plenty of gas in the tank. She turns in. Here she is, left foot. Just didn't get a lot of pace behind it. Was hoping that Hattie Yugovich was going to be able to be on the other end, but the pacing just not quite there. Nice diving effort made by Lauffer, and she's going to be a bit battered after tonight. She's gone airborne often. Harris struck in the chest, but didn't draw the eye of the referee. Certainly not the whistle. Sasha looking around. Now bats this one through the middle. And it'll be cleaned up. Knocked away by Emma Treese. And Emma's got some type of an equipment malfunction. She's being sent off right now. And we have not seen Coach Ty Trin go to his bench really much at all tonight. But he's going to have to go to Leah Cook. So we'll see if that becomes any type of a factor here down the stretch. We've already seen Granville participate in extra time in this tournament. Overtime win over Bexley in order to get into the regionals. And I think we got a foul here. It'll go against Granville. And the carpeted player. #12th total foul against the Blue Aces tonight. And Sasha, boy, has she been busy these first 4.5 minutes of this extra session. Ontario has not really been tested much here in the tournament. Was a 2-1 affair in the backyard rivalry, the victory over Lexington. They led that one 2-0 before a late goal by Lady Lex put a little bit of pressure on. This will be their first time in an extra session tonight. So we've got a free kick opportunity here. Mimi Wood's going to be on the ball. And she's got 6 players up in the honey hole that she's going to try to deliver. First touch, though, by Kaylee Hale. Ontario's really got it packed in right now. Plenty of young ladies wearing the dark uniforms. Just trying to make it tough here for Granville to get any type of look on target. And it was short-lived there for Leah Cook as she checks out. And whatever equipment issue might have been had has been taken care of. As Vogel again, good positioning. She's able to hand this one off the left foot. That was a bit more of a dangerous ball than I realized in real time from Gebhardt. Oh, headed out. Big ball, Vogel. Clean read. Cook was able to get by the defender, had one-on-one. If she would have been able to blaze her way into the box. So conditioning is going to be at the forefront here down the stretch. I mean, the conditions are pretty nice. It's right around 48 degrees, so it's a little chilly. My camera lady did come in during the commercial break, said her hands are kind of cold. But I think for the players out on the pitch that this is very good temperature for a playoff match. So I don't think that's too much of a factor in terms of just like the toughness out here. It's just going to be how far can you dig deep. Seven minutes here, peeled off the clock. 8 to go in this first overtime session. Willow off the chin. And again, Harris able to play it, using her head. Trying to switch the field. Again, looking for Bolikoski. She's been the favorite target for Ontario here in this overtime sesh. This one's blistered out of bounds. Jazzy Johnson now on the ball. Looking for a target. Looked like she was going for Llewellyn. Now they'll keep it on the carpet far side. Well played by Isla Cook, and she's a little frustrated with herself. She thought that she kind of lulled the defender there, was going to be able to blow by. Now she makes her run, and she's not offsides there. Got Jilly Grayson playing at that deep center backer spot. Instead, it's going to be Ontario with Llewellyn dipping it off. Now here's Jazzy Johnson. Was it deflected? Don't think so. So possession back over into the hands of the Blue Aces. Somehow this is going to stay in. Wow. Took kind of a signed Widener approach there off the deflection from Johnson. As this gets barreled up here on the near side, a late whistle comes. And it's going to go against Granville for that push-off right there. You see Davin Miller with the full extension of the right arm. So Grayson restarts the action right here through the middle. Belfry, they're going to give her a bunch of space, and she's not able to hook up. Oh, Fogel's got to come out of net. Sliding effort. A couple of girls tangled up. That's Grayson down on the turf. I think Cook as well. Big collision. And this is left in the box. One-timer. That's going to do it. Granville gets the win here in overtime. Miller with the hat trick. And it looked as though that ball was just going to harmlessly go out of bounds here on the near side. Instead, Miller time happens. And Granville is moving on to the state Final Four. Shocking ending here in overtime. The last 3 goals, all for Granville, all for Ivy Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that goal and the win,
So here it is. Great run. Excellent ball for Davin Miller. Other side, diving in. And that is the game winner. As Ontario's season comes to a close, 16 victories. Awesome run for the Lady Warriors. It's going to be a lot of tears, plenty of emotion here tonight as they played their hearts out. They did have a 2-0 differential, but Granville stuck with it. They got the benefit of tough call against Ontario for the PK. Saw Miller capitalize again, and then the game winner here in overtime at the 5:20 mark. Special performance by the League Player of the Year, Ivy Miller. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will have your medal presentation. Each side going to earn a trophy. We'll have our Panchos Tacos Player of the Game. Wrap things up. Final stats and analysis here from Marion. Our live and free coverage continues on the other side. See you guys in about 3 minutes.
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
We welcome you back for our post-game show presented by Realtor Courtney Bradley. 3-2 overtime victory here for Granville. They are your regional champions in Division 3, and it's a trip to Heartbreak Hotel for the Lady Warriors, who are your regional runners-up here tonight. They are about to be awarded here with their trophy. Turn it over to the PA announcer for this moment.
Molly Weaver. Emma Fogel. Briella Hall. Jaslyn Johnson, Sydney McManus, Braylon Llewellyn, Ella Dem, Kaylee Hale, Cameron Pelfrey, Reese Miller, Maya Fox, Addi Pittman, Hattie Yugovich, Jordan Yeager, Logan Goldbach, Aaliyah Skowornski, Tyler Harris, Kendall Thomas, Willow Harris, Sasha Bulikowski, Mia Moten, Chili Grayson, Serena Caudill, Elena Sechrist, now would head coach Larry Atkinson and the Warriors seniors captains please come forward to receive your trophy. Congratulations on an outstanding season.
Congratulations to the Lady Warriors, Division III regional runners-up tonight.
And now we will recognize the 2025 OHSAA Division III Regional Championship team, the Blue Aces of Granville High School. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your individual medallion. Adeline Henshaw, Alana Snyder, Leah Cook, Maya Van Busker, Shannon Hauser, Finley Boone, Anna Ehrlich, Ivy Miller, Davin Miller, Ayla Cook, Anna Kalis, Claire Weaver, Claire Van Busker, Emma Treese, Maddie Bloomfield, Gwen Gebhardt, Reagan Timmons, Mimi Wood, Reagan Smith, Sydney Lauffer, Ella Bills, Brinley Lester, now would head coach Ty Tren and the Blue Aces seniors and captains please come forward to receive your trophy. Once again, congratulations to Granville High School. Granville will now advance to the state semifinal match. On behalf of the staff at Harding High School and the Ohio High School Athletic Association, thank you for attending tonight's event, and please drive safely as you make your way home.
State semifinal bound for the first time in 5 years, regional champs, and they do it in dramatic fashion. Come from behind victory here tonight against Ontario. 3 unanswered goals, and they are going to get their photo taken in net getting ready to move on into the state semifinals. And what a performance tonight, of course, by Ivy Miller. All 3 goals scored by her here tonight. I think she's the unquestionable pick for our Panchos Tacos player of the game. So after their celebration and their team picture, we'll see if we are able to hear from Miss Ivy Miller about her performance. Then we'll wrap things up back here at Harding with your final stats and analysis. So still more to come here on your live and free post-game coverage. Enjoy the moment right now, Blue Aces. Magical night for them here on the first night of November.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
Being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
You just enjoyed regional championship soccer 100% live and free thanks to all of these generous companies that you're seeing flashing before your eyes right now, including Panchos Tacos, our MVP. Come on down to Panchos Tacos, where you can get the best food and drinks in town. They're located in Mansfield, Bellville, and now Mount Vernon. Eatmor Bundt, located in Mansfield, specializing in delicious bundt cakes and amazing cookies. Mechanics Bank is Richland County's only independent community bank. Hawkshaw Investigations, uncovering facts, protecting your interests, and earning your confidence every step of the way. They're located in Mansfield, servicing the great state of Ohio. Charter Next Gen is hiring for high-paying jobs in a cutting-edge environment. And also Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and our friends at Avita Home Health and Hospice. Our MVP has just arrived. You are going to hear from Ivy Miller in about 30 seconds. Stay right there. You are now looking at the player of the game presented by Panchos Tacos. Ivy Miller, all the goals tonight for Granville in the victory, a hat trick, including the game winner. So let's just start with the one that ended the night. It looked like the ball was just going to harmlessly roll out of bounds. Awesome cross from Davin. You're on the other end, so through your eyes, break it down for us and how you guys were able to punch your ticket to the state Final Four.
Yeah, Davin's super good at getting crosses in. We had a game about a week ago where she got us into the overtime. Within the last 9 seconds, she put a cross in like that, and my teammate Ayla got on it. So I just saw her running down the line. I knew she was going to clutch up for us. So.
And you were able to do that, all 3 goals, as I mentioned, and you had to come from behind. You fall into a 2-goals-to-none disadvantage tonight. So what can you say about just the grit of this team, digging deep, and then finding a way with the 2 goals, the equalizer, and then, of course, getting the one done in overtime?
Yeah, Ontario's a very good opponent. They have a lot of strong players like Addi Pittman and others. So we were just like, I feel like we were preparing really well all week, and we watched a lot of film, and I feel like my team combated against that. We stuck to the plan, and I feel like it just worked out in our favor.
This program's been right on the doorstep. You've been so close to getting back to a state Final Four. It's been 5 years for you, so the celebration that you just all enjoyed, the picture in the net, what type of satisfaction does this bring to you, your teammates, and the entire Granville community?
Yeah, it's a really good opportunity, especially for our seniors. Yeah, like you said, 5 years, so our seniors haven't really got the opportunity to experience this yet, so I feel like I really appreciate them for just getting us through this. And one of our seniors has sadly been injured, so I feel like we're just especially playing for her.
And for you personally, moving on into the last 4 teams remaining in Division 3, what do you most look forward to with the opportunity to try to punch your ticket into the last day of the season?
I'm just really glad I get to play some more days with my team and just experience all of this again next week.
Well, congratulations. Awesome performance tonight. I was really impressed with what you were able to bring to the equation. So we've got a little tradition here on the OH Report. Ivy, before we cut you loose to go celebrate, just go ahead and shout out as many people as you'd like.
Just my whole team, honestly. I really owe it to them. They're amazing.
All right, Ivy Miller got a little gift for you as well. A couple of
you.
goodies in there, so trick or treat's not quite done.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you, your Panchos Tacos MVP.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Your post-game show continues here at Marion Harding. 3-2, tough loss tonight for the Lady Warriors, but equal euphoria on the other side here for the Blue Aces of Granville as they've got the gold hardware to take back home, a program, a tradition that in the Columbus area, they've been a great team, a force to be reckoned with for many, many years. But it's been a little while, half a decade since they've gotten over the hump and gotten themselves into a state Final Four. That's what they've been able to accomplish with the victory here tonight. Let's show it to you by the numbers. And this one, it was razor thin all night, just in terms of what was separating these two teams. You see 21 total shots for Ontario. They had a few more than the other side, but both squads with 11 shots on frame here tonight. And a lot of corner kicks were accumulating there at the end of the match, put plenty of pressure on Ontario, on Emma Fogel. They were able to rise to the occasion and at least force the game into overtime. But it's the young lady that we just talked to, the MVP, Ivy Miller, who ends up getting it done, the golden goal to punch their ticket into the state Final Four. Well, it has been a ton of fun hanging out with you guys here tonight. I've really enjoyed watching these two teams go head-to-head. One of the best soccer matches that I have had the privilege of enjoying all season long. It continues now for Granville and for Ontario. It comes to a close. Regional runners-up this season, and my heart really does break for them just because they have so many likable young ladies. So I do want to take a quick moment and just salute. Oh, the graphic changed. They were district champions, but regionals runners-up tonight, Ontario. What a season for them. What careers for Addi Pittman, Sasha Bolakovsky, and Hattie Yugovich. And then you'll throw the other seniors into the mix as well. Kaylee Hale is certainly going to be missed. And then Serena Cookie Caudill. It's just been an awesome, awesome ride for them, and I'm really bummed that it has to come to a close, but there's only one team that gets the ultimate prize at the end of the season, and for the Lady Warriors, 2025 is just not going to be that for them, but they got a little bit further in the journey than they have been in quite some time. First regional championship appearance for them in 9 seasons, so the Warriors, we're going to miss you seniors, but a lot of special players still coming back. Coach Larry, Greg walking off right now for the final time this season. That's going to do it for our coverage here tonight at Marion Harding. Awesome team that we had here. Jory Hollenbeck running the camera. She makes all the commercials for you guys. My man MJ Skowornski up here in the booth, and he just brought a lot of spunk here into the press box tonight, so we appreciate you, MJ, for everything that you were able to do. And then everybody back at OH.REPORT World Headquarters combining to try to make this happen with all of the graphics and everything that we do. But it would not be live, would not be free without contributions from our amazing sponsors, including Courtney Bradley, your Sluss Realty agent extraordinaire, Hawkshaw Investigations, Eatmor Bundt Co, Panchos Tacos, Mechanics Bank, Avita Home Health and Hospice, Charter Next Gen, and Wellspring Custom Pharmacy. For everybody on my team and those amazing sponsors, I'm Brian Skowornski signing out for the final time here tonight from Marion. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. We'll be back better than ever Monday night with the podcast. Plus, we'll have a special edition of the Block Party Tuesday state championship coverage on the way as well for volleyball. So we are far from done. And, of course, the high school football state playoffs just getting started. But for now, for tonight, we are out of here.